The equation for photosynthesis is carbon dioxide plus water goes to oxygen plus glucose. You need to learn how different factors affect the rate of photosynthesis. The first factor is light. Let's take a look. Here I'm drawing a graph on how light intensity affects the rate of photosynthesis. If light intensity is 0, the rate of photosynthesis is always 0. Nothing is happening. As we increase the light intensity, the rate of photosynthesis also increases. We can see this with this graph here. This is because light provides energy for photosynthesis. The more energy, the more photosynthesis that can happen. If we increase the light intensity and the rate of photosynthesis also increases, that tells us that the light intensity was limiting. A limiting factor is something that, when increased, increases the rate of the reaction. Here, we increase light intensity and the rate of photosynthesis increased. Therefore, it must have been a limiting factor. If we keep increasing light intensity, there comes a point where the rate of photosynthesis no longer increases. The graph starts to plateau. At this point, light intensity is not a limiting factor. Something else is. That other limiting factor could be carbon dioxide, temperature, or amount of chlorophyll. The second is carbon dioxide. Here is a graph to represent how carbon dioxide affects the rate of photosynthesis. As we initially increase the level of carbon dioxide, the rate of reaction increases. This is because we have more carbon dioxide for the reaction to take place. Here, we increase carbon dioxide and the rate of photosynthesis is increasing. Therefore, it must be a limiting factor. If we keep increasing carbon dioxide, the rate of reaction of photosynthesis will not increase. This is when something else is limiting the reaction. At this point, carbon dioxide is not a limiting factor. Something else is. That other factor could be light, temperature, or amount of chlorophyll. Another factor that affects the rate of photosynthesis is amount of chlorophyll. Here's a graph to show that now. As we initially increase the amount of chlorophyll, the rate of photosynthesis increases. This is because the more chlorophyll, the more light that can be absorbed for photosynthesis. If we keep increasing the amount of chlorophyll, the rate of reaction will not increase. This is when something else is limiting the reaction. That other factor could be light, temperature, or amount of carbon dioxide. The final factor that affects photosynthesis is temperature. As we initially increase the temperature, the rate of photosynthesis increases. This is because the higher the temperature, the more energy the enzymes have. This then reaches the optimum temperature. The temperature the rate of reaction is the best. That's this point here. After the optimum, the enzymes will denature and the rate of photosynthesis will decrease rapidly, as you can see here. To summarize, a limiting factor is something that, when increased, increases the rate of reaction. Increasing carbon dioxide amount of chlorophyll and light initially increases the rate of reaction until something else limits it. Increasing temperature also initially increases the rate of reaction until it passes its optimum, where the enzymes denature and the reaction stops. You have now learnt about limiting factors and how light, carbon dioxide, and amount of chlorophyll and temperature affect the rate of photosynthesis. You will find a summary of this information below. Make sure you test yourself using the quiz on reviseitright.com. Why are we the best revision website out there? Well, because we have it all in one place. Revision notes, summary videos, longer, more detailed videos for topics you're struggling on, exam question walkthrough videos where qualified teachers take you through the perfect answers to exam questions, worksheets, quizzes, computer marked exam questions, interactive flashcards, forums, the ability to keep track on where you are using our tick list, and so much more. But that's not all. We run at least 3 live lessons a week, and closer to exam time, this will be more, where you can tune into a qualified teacher teaching lots of different topics each week. The lessons will be interactive, and we go through exam questions and quick quizzes to ensure understanding as you go. We also run drop-in sessions where you can drop in, ask a tutor anything live, get the answer that you need, and leave. These are included in our silver and gold membership. This means that for an extra £10 a month, you can access at least 12 hours of lessons a month. That's under £1 an hour, which is incredibly cheap. Still not convinced? Try us completely free for 7 days and cancel anytime, completely free of charge. We offer this because we're convinced that you'll love us. So try us now.